Kidney cleanse? 3 nuts seniors must eat and 3 you should never touch. Back in 2015, a healthy 49-year-old man ended up with acute kidney failure after eating way too many almonds. We're talking about over 150 grams every single day. That's like eating an entire bag daily because he thought he was being healthy. This guy's body was missing some helpful gut bacteria that normally help break down compounds called oxalates. Without these microscopic helpers, those heart-healthy almonds were quietly building up crystal deposits in his kidneys. Now, before you panic, note that this isn't about avoiding all nuts like almonds forever. It's about understanding that not all nuts are created equal when it comes to your kidneys. While this man's almonds were causing problems, there are other nuts that could have been naturally cleansing and protecting his kidneys instead. Today, we're sorting through all the confusion. We'll show you exactly which 3 nuts can work like kidney cleansers and bodyguards for your kidneys, and which 3 might be working against you. Because the difference between these 2 groups could determine whether you age gracefully or spend your golden years tethered to a dialysis machine. Before we dive into our kidney heroes and villains, here's a question for you. What's the one nut you keep in your kitchen and reach for most often? The one you consider your go-to healthy snack? Tell us in the comments below, but hurry. We're only responding to comments in the first 24 hours after upload. Every single one gets a personal reply. Just so you know, everything in this video is grounded in peer-reviewed research, completely free from marketing bias or miracle cure claims. We've sifted through the science so you can make smart, informed decisions about your health. The 3 kidney villains. There are 3 types of nuts that create real risks for your kidneys, and chances are at least one of them is in your pantry. 3. Almonds. Remember the healthy 49-year-old man from our opening story? His kidney failure wasn't from some exotic toxin or rare genetic disorder. It came from almonds, America's favorite health nut that millions of people consume daily, believing they're protecting their hearts. While almonds might benefit those with healthy kidneys, they represent one of the most dangerous foods possible for people with kidney concerns or those prone to kidney stones. The primary weapon here is almonds' astronomical oxalate content. 1 ounce of almonds contains over 122 milligrams of oxalates, which is more than 3 times the daily limit recommended for people at high risk of kidney stones. To put this in perspective, kidney specialists typically suggest limiting total daily oxalate intake to 40 to 50 milligrams for stone-prone people. Oxalates bind with calcium in your kidneys, forming sharp, needle-like crystals that can cause excruciating pain when they form stones. Even worse, these crystals can deposit directly into kidney tissue itself, causing a condition called oxalate nephropathy that can lead to permanent kidney damage and the kind of acute kidney failure that the 49-year-old man experienced. The mineral profile adds another layer of concern for people with kidney disease. Almonds pack 200 milligrams of potassium, 137 milligrams of phosphorus, and 6 grams of protein per quarter cup serving. While the potassium level is borderline manageable for people with kidney concerns, the phosphorus content moves almonds into the danger zone for anyone with declining kidney function. Case studies and medical literature document the real-world consequences of almond overconsumption. What makes almonds particularly insidious is how they're marketed and consumed. The almond industry has spent millions promoting almonds as heart-healthy and beneficial for cholesterol management. While this might be true for people with healthy kidneys, this marketing creates a health halo effect that can be dangerously misleading for the 37 million Americans living with chronic kidney disease. These people are often specifically advised to choose nuts over processed snacks, and almonds are frequently suggested as a good option. The processing and preparation methods don't significantly reduce the oxalate danger. Soaking almonds overnight might leach out tiny amounts of some minerals, but the oxalate content distributed throughout the nut meat remains high. Even almond butter retains the full oxalate load of the original almonds. For people who love the taste and texture of almonds but need safer alternatives, sunflower seeds provide similar vitamin E benefits with dramatically lower oxalate content. Hazelnuts offer comparable healthy fats and nutrients without the extreme oxalate load. For baking applications, sunflower seed flour can often replace almond flour in recipes, providing a similar texture. Remember, when it comes to kidney health, almonds are simply not worth the risk. And hey, if this feels helpful so far, let us know you're out there by tapping that like button. It tells us to keep making content just like this. 2. Pine nuts. Pine nuts represent one of the most deceptive kidney risks because they're often promoted as part of the healthy Mediterranean diet. While the Mediterranean diet has many benefits, it wasn't designed for people with kidney disease. Here's the alarming mineral profile: 190 to 200 milligrams phosphorus per ounce. Add 170 milligrams potassium and 4.6 grams of protein, and pine nuts become a concentrated dose of everything kidney patients need to limit. When phosphorus builds up in your blood, it doesn't just sit there harmlessly. It pulls calcium straight out of your bones, making them brittle as old chalk. Meanwhile, that displaced calcium hardens in your blood vessels and heart valves like concrete and pipes. This double damage of weak bones plus calcified arteries is why phosphorus control is so critical for kidney patients. At $15 to $20 per pound, pine nuts create a dangerous assumption that expensive equals healthy. For kidney patients monitoring creatinine levels, this premium price tag is buying premium kidney stress. Pine nuts are tiny, making it easy to underestimate portions. What looks like a sprinkle on your salad might actually be a full serving or more. Their buttery, rich flavor encourages liberal use in cooking, leading to phosphorus overload without realizing it. And be aware that pine nuts appear in unexpected places: pesto sauce, salad dressings, grain pilafs, and gourmet nut mixes. A single tablespoon of traditional pesto contains roughly 2 to 3 tablespoons worth of pine nuts, concentrated into sauce form. Beyond Mediterranean cuisine, pine nuts lurk in Korean bibimbap, Mexican mole sauces, and Middle Eastern rice dishes. Some healthy protein bars and trail mixes also feature pine nuts as premium ingredients. Always check ingredient lists on Mediterranean or Middle Eastern prepared foods. More importantly, many restaurants use pine nuts generously in salads, pasta dishes, and vegetable preparations without listing them prominently on menus. Always ask about pine nuts when dining out if you have kidney concerns. Unlike some nuts where soaking or processing might help, nothing reduces pine nuts' phosphorus load. Raw, roasted, or ground into paste, they remain kidney stressors regardless of preparation method. There are tasty swaps that are easier on your kidneys. In pesto, substitute sunflower seeds or a small amount of hazelnuts. For salad crunch, try toasted sunflower seeds or chopped pecans. In grain dishes, chopped walnuts provide similar richness with better kidney safety. 1. Cashews. Cashews, these kidney-shaped nuts, ironically enough, can pose significant threats to the very organs they resemble. The first risk comes from their oxalate content, which runs approximately 47 milligrams per ounce. This places cashews firmly in the high oxalate category that kidney stone prevention diets warn against. While not quite reaching the astronomical levels found in almonds, this oxalate load is still significant enough to contribute to stone formation in susceptible people. The second risk involves their mineral profile, which creates problems for those with chronic kidney disease who need to monitor phosphorus and potassium intake. Cashews contain approximately 150 milligrams of phosphorus and 180 milligrams of potassium per 1 ounce. The medical literature also contains case studies of people developing kidney problems from eating too much cashew. What makes cashews a problem is their role in the growing plant-based food movement. People with kidney disease are increasingly advised to include more plant-based proteins in their diet to reduce the metabolic burden on their kidneys. Updated KDIGO 2024 guidelines now recommend plant-forward dietary patterns for CKD patients, recognizing that plant proteins create less metabolic waste than animal proteins. While the goal of eating more plant proteins is generally sound for kidney health, cashews represent one of the more problematic choices in this category due to their oxalate content and mineral profile. As more people seek alternatives to dairy and meat, cashews have become the foundation for countless vegan recipes. Cashew cream, cashew cheese, cashew milk, and cashew-based desserts concentrate the problematic compounds while often being marketed as healthy alternatives. A single serving of cashew-based cheese alternative might contain the equivalent of several ounces of whole cashews, dramatically multiplying the oxalate and mineral load. The creamy, rich texture that makes cashews so appealing for cooking also makes them easy to overconsume. Unlike harder nuts that require significant chewing and provide natural satiety signals, cashews can be eaten quickly and in large quantities. Commercial cashew products often compound the kidney risks by adding phosphorus-containing preservatives and sodium for flavor enhancement. Many cashew-based dairy alternatives contain carrageenan, phosphorus-containing emulsifiers, and other additives that increase the mineral load beyond what you'd get from plain cashews. Safer alternatives include sunflower seed butter for similar texture and recipes, and hemp hearts for similar healthy fat content. For people making plant-based dairy alternatives, coconut cream provides richness without the mineral complications, though it should be used in moderation due to its saturated fat content. Before you swear off nuts forever, here's the plot twist. For every nut that can harm your kidneys, there's another one that can protect them. And the science behind these kidney heroes is actually pretty amazing. The 3 heroes to cleanse your kidneys. 3. Walnuts. Walnuts aren't just brain food, though they certainly earn that reputation with their wrinkled, brain-like appearance. They're the only tree nut that delivers a significant dose of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, making them work like natural cleansing agents for your cardiovascular system. In fact, cardiovascular disease kills more people with chronic kidney disease than kidney failure itself. Your heart and kidneys are intimately connected through a vast network of blood vessels, and when one struggles, the other suffers. The omega-3s in walnuts work like internal firefighters, constantly cleansing away the small inflammatory fires that damage both heart and kidney blood vessels over time. In controlled studies, people who regularly consumed walnuts showed significantly lower levels of C-reactive protein, a key marker of dangerous inflammation that drives kidney disease progression. Plus, from a kidney safety standpoint, walnuts occupy the sweet spot that makes them suitable for most people with kidney concerns. 1 ounce, about 28 grams, contains approximately 125 milligrams of potassium and 98 milligrams of phosphorus, along with 4.3 grams of protein. These numbers fall comfortably within the safe zone, even for people dealing with kidney disease. Here's something crucial that often gets overlooked. English walnuts and black walnuts are not the same when it comes to kidney health. Black walnuts contain significantly more phosphorus and protein, moving them into the caution category for people with kidney concerns. When we recommend walnuts for kidney cleansing, we're specifically talking about the common English walnuts you find in most grocery stores. The optimal way to include these kidney guardians in your routine is simple. 7 to 10 walnut halves, roughly 1 ounce, consumed 3 to 5 times per week, provides the omega-3 benefits without overwhelming your system with minerals. Having walnuts with meals that contain other healthy fats improves omega-3 absorption, making each walnut work harder for your kidney health. If you find plain walnuts too bland or slightly bitter, try lightly toasting them in a dry pan for 2 to 3 minutes. This brings out their natural nuttiness without adding oils or salt that could work against your kidney health. Avoid the temptation to buy honey-roasted or salt-crusted varieties, which transform these kidney cleansers into kidney stressors. Storage matters more with walnuts than most other nuts because their high omega-3 content makes them vulnerable to rancidity. Keep them in airtight containers in your refrigerator where they'll maintain their nutritional value and kidney protective properties for up to 6 months. If they develop a bitter taste or paint-like smell, discard them immediately. rancid walnuts not only lose their benefits, but can actually increase inflammation in your body. For people who have trouble chewing nuts or worry about choking hazards, try soaking walnuts overnight and blending them into a milk alternative, yet not almond milk. This provides the same kidney protective compounds in a form that's easier to digest and naturally lower in concentrated minerals than eating whole nuts. Curious about the science behind it all? We've linked the studies that support everything we've shared. You'll find them down in the description box. 2. Macadamia nuts. Here are the numbers that make macadamias special. 1 ounce contains just 104 milligrams of potassium and 53 milligrams of phosphorus. To put this in perspective, that's less than half the potassium found in many other popular nuts and roughly 1/3 the phosphorus. For people whose kidneys struggle to eliminate excess minerals, this dramatically lower load allows for gentle kidney cleansing without dangerous spikes in blood levels. The protein content is equally kidney-friendly at just 2.2 grams per ounce. This might seem like a disadvantage if you're thinking about protein needs, but for kidneys working overtime to filter waste products, less protein means less metabolic burden, while still supporting natural cleansing processes. Every gram of protein your body processes creates waste products that your kidneys must filter and eliminate. When kidney function is compromised, reducing this workload while still getting essential nutrients becomes a delicate balancing act that macadamias handle perfectly. But macadamias don't earn their reputation solely by avoiding problems. They actively contribute to kidney health through their monounsaturated fat profile, similar to what makes olive oil so beneficial for cardiovascular health. These healthy fats work like a lubricant for your entire circulatory system, reducing inflammation and protecting the tiny blood vessels that feed your kidneys. Research on oleic acid, the primary fat in macadamias, shows it can reduce inflammation at the cellular level. This matters enormously because chronic inflammation is the silent destroyer of kidney function, slowly damaging the filtering units until they can no longer do their natural cleansing job. Every macadamia you eat delivers a dose of anti-inflammatory protection that works around the clock to preserve kidney function. The calorie density of macadamias sometimes concerns people, but this worry often misses the bigger picture. Yes, 1 ounce contains about 200 calories, but the combination of healthy fats and protein creates lasting satiety that actually helps most people eat less throughout the day. It's better to have 200 satisfying calories from macadamias than 300 unsatisfying calories from processed snacks that provide no kidney protection. Enjoy macadamia as an afternoon snack about 2 to 3 hours after lunch, helps stabilize blood sugar while providing sustained energy. This timing also supports optimal nutrient absorption since your body processes fats most efficiently when other digestive processes aren't competing for resources. Like walnuts, macadamia's high oil content makes them prone to rancidity. Look for nuts that are plump and uniform in color, with a sweet, buttery smell when fresh. Avoid any that smell paint-like or taste bitter, as these have gone rancid and lost their beneficial properties. For people with tree nut allergies who can't enjoy macadamias directly, sunflower seeds provide a similar mineral profile with even lower potassium and phosphorus levels. While not technically nuts, they offer comparable healthy fats and can serve as a substitute in most recipes that call for chopped macadamias. 1. Hazelnuts. Hazelnuts might be the most underappreciated kidney-friendly nut in America. While Europe has been celebrating their nutritional power for centuries, many Americans overlook these small, round powerhouses that pack more vitamin E per serving than almost any other nuts. Just 1 ounce provides about 20% of your daily vitamin E needs. This isn't just any antioxidant. Vitamin E specifically cleanses cell membranes from oxidative damage, including the delicate membranes of kidney cells. Your kidney cells face constant assault from free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cell membranes and interfere with normal kidney function. The vitamin E in hazelnuts embeds directly into cell membranes, creating a protective barrier that cleanses these destructive molecules before they can cause permanent damage. What makes hazelnuts particularly interesting for kidney health is their content of gamma-tocopherol, a specific form of vitamin E that's especially protective against inflammation in the urinary tract. Now, the mineral profile puts hazelnuts in the kidney-safe category. 193 milligrams potassium and 82 milligrams phosphorus per 1 ounce, with 4.2 grams protein. While the potassium is slightly higher than macadamia's, it's still well below the 200 milligrams caution threshold for most kidney patients. Hazelnuts offer practical advantages that make them appealing for seniors managing kidney health. Their softer texture when roasted makes them easier to chew than harder nuts like almonds. For people with dental concerns or swallowing difficulties, hazelnuts can be lightly chopped or ground without losing their beneficial properties. Try adding chopped hazelnuts to green beans for a classic combination that provides both flavor and nutrition. They work beautifully as a coating for fish or chicken, providing crunch and healthy fats without the sodium and phosphorus additives found in commercial breadings. Or else, enjoy about 12 hazelnuts or 1 ounce as a mid-afternoon snack or mixed into morning cereal. Their rich, buttery flavor pairs beautifully with apples or pears, those low-potassium fruits that complement a kidney-friendly diet. Choose hazelnuts that are uniform in color and feel heavy for their size. Avoid any with cracks or holes, those signs of insect damage. Never eat hazelnuts that taste bitter or have a strange aftertaste. Fresh hazelnuts should have a sweet, nutty flavor. Store in airtight containers in a cool, dry place. They'll maintain their quality for several months at room temperature, or up to a year if refrigerated. The biggest hazard with hazelnuts is confusing them with the heavily processed hazelnut spreads that are loaded with sugar and additives. These commercial products bear little resemblance to whole hazelnuts and offer none of the kidney cleansing benefits we've discussed. Stick with plain, unsalted hazelnuts to get the real kidney health advantages. If hazelnuts are hard to find or expensive in your area, sunflower seeds provide similar vitamin E benefits with even lower mineral content. Conclusion: understanding the science behind nut choices empowers you to take control of your kidney health rather than leaving it to chance. You now know which nuts can serve as kidney cleansers and bodyguards, and which ones are secretly working against your long-term health. More importantly, you understand why these differences exist and how to implement this knowledge safely in your daily life. But here's something crucial to remember. Your kidney health is as individual as your fingerprint. Your age, current kidney function, medications, and other health conditions create a unique profile that might require modifications to these general recommendations. What works safely for someone with healthy kidneys might be too much for someone with early kidney disease, and what's appropriate for mild kidney concerns might be dangerous for someone with advanced kidney disease. Before making any significant changes to your diet, especially if you have kidney concerns or take medications for blood pressure, diabetes, or heart conditions, consult with your healthcare provider. They can help you understand how these nut choices fit into your overall health picture and whether your current kidney function can handle even the safest options we've discussed. Some people might need to avoid all nuts temporarily, while others can safely enjoy small portions of kidney-friendly varieties. But more is not better when it comes to kidney health. Remember that even the safest kidney cleansing nuts become dangerous in excessive quantities. The protective compounds in those best nuts in our list work best when consumed in moderate, consistent amounts rather than large, sporadic doses. This principle applies whether you're trying to cleanse your kidneys, prevent kidney disease, or manage existing kidney concerns. The path forward starts with your next snack choice. Will you reach for almonds that might stress your kidneys with oxalates or walnuts that provide omega-3s protection? Will you choose salted cashews that deliver unnecessary sodium or unsalted macadamias that offer mineral gentle satisfaction? These seemingly small decisions accumulate over time to determine whether you age with strong kidney function or face the prospect of regular dialysis. The conversation about kidney cleansing through smart nut choices doesn't end here. As research continues and your health status evolves, staying informed and maintaining open communication with your healthcare team ensures that your choices continue supporting your kidney health for years to come. We genuinely want to hear from you. Which of the nuts on our dangerous list surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Within the first 24 hours, we'll read and personally respond to every comment, as we're all here learning and growing stronger together. We want to thank you for being here, for listening, for having the courage to embark on this journey of discovering what truly benefits your health. A journey that isn't easy, but is worth more than anything else. Hit the bell icon and turn on all notifications so you never miss a life-saving video. The sooner you spot kidney issues, the more you can do to keep things under control. If you're unsure about your kidney health and haven't been in a good shape recently, check out the video on the screen. Here, we cover all the possible symptoms, helping you spot kidney failure and take action effectively if needed. See you there. Stay informed, stay healthy.